Welcome to ComSpark. Today we're in Cincinnati, Ohio. My name is Judson Beaver, and I'll be your guest host today. I'd like to welcome our guest, Steve Brunker, CIO with LSI Industries. So what's been your most satisfying accomplishment in your career?
Well, actually, I put my accomplishments kind of in different layers. There's kind of two different layers of things.
Mm-hmm.
So the first layer of things is just learning from people and learning the business, the opportunity to just spend time exploring and understanding a lot of things that range from the business, the financial aspect of the business, to technology, to manufacturing operations and so forth. It's really fun to spread out into all those different areas and learn that sort of thing. But by itself, it's not really all that valuable. What really is the second layer, and the fun part, is being able to help people apply those different learnings into their lives, into their functions to do things easier, better, faster, cheaper, what have you. And that's where really the fun comes in. And I find that really satisfying to take something, go from not understanding something to understanding it, to being able to sit down with someone else and apply it and actually help them with a business problem they're working on, or have a situation where they're trying to work through.
All right, great. What challenges are you most concerned with in the IT field?
Well, I mean, the IT field has just a myriad of challenges going on right now. So it's easy to kind of cherry pick a few off of. One of the ones that I am probably most concerned about is what I'll call information credibility. My predecessors and I, even early in my career, spent a lot of time developing solutions that were, I'll call them first order solutions. They were tracking, how many widgets did we make, how much inventory do we have on hand, what materials are due to arrive tomorrow, what orders are we taking, what's our price on these products. It was very simple kinds of tracking and databases, and it was very helpful at the time. But we've now moved into decision support, where we're actually using the machines to do analysis. And with the advent of artificial intelligence, we're really taking that a quantum leap to analyze and understand our businesses in ways that we really haven't before. But unfortunately, if that base layer of information is not credible or has errors or flaws in it, then the decisions that you build on that are also flawed. And so you get into this thing of whether or not you can rely on the feedback that you're getting from the systems. And so I think there's a whole branch of the science developing that's going to be all about, well, how credible is this information? How well can we rely on it? Is it really based on fact that we can take to the bank? Or is there a component of this that is someone's opinion or a machine's opinion, and therefore the credibility factor kind of diminishes? And making that visible to executives and consumers as to whether or not, well, is this a review that was really written by a person, or is it something that's distilled by a machine that's kind of the synthesis of several other sources of information, or something else altogether? And I think as we go forward and we rely more and more on systems to connect us and provide us with information, the degree to which we can depend on it is going to become really a critical challenge.
Yeah, I agree with that. I usually call that garbage in, garbage out.
That's exactly
how do you
right.
know if the data that you're actually putting in is legit?
Right.
How do you know it's valid? It's almost like you need a quality assurance for the raw data itself.
Right, and with AI getting as powerful as it is, it's getting very, very difficult to discern, well, is this really something that was human generated? Is this an opinion that's really based on experience and understanding, or is it something that's just based on an algorithm?
That's right. Even the really complex algorithms still can't beat the human mind to say something doesn't look right here. There's something that's not right. It can only take what it receives the information from and then calculate on that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think as we get to executives that are really trying to make very far-reaching decisions about their companies and the markets that they serve, are going to want to know, well, what is the root of this information? Is this based on factual, just first order data that we
Yeah.
can really trust 100%, or is there a nuance here that we have to take into account?
Yeah, yeah. All right, so talking about today, and looking, as you talk about artificial intelligence, another big aspect of that is just mobile apps, being mobile in general. So we have a mobile app for pretty much every single task out there today in our personal lives. What are the challenges of choosing the right applications for businesses to use?
Yeah, well, that whole space is really interesting because it's a change in the role of what's going on with IT. IT in the past used to be the builder of applications, so it was up to you to analyze what the need was from the user and construct a solution. And now we've moved to this arena where apps now do that. You take a commercial off-the-shelf piece of software and you utilize that. And now it's a matter of, well, which one of the many that are available best fits the need. And so the role of IT has shifted from being a builder of applications and therefore someone that understood the business application and could apply that knowledge to building the app, to being a framer of guidelines, requirements that say, well, these are the apps that fit our framework from a security standpoint, from an infrastructure, from a technology standpoint, and guiding our users to say, well, you choose the application that best fits your need. Here are the constraints that they'll have to live within.
Thanks for being on. We really appreciate your time.
No, it's my pleasure. It was great talking with you today.
I would like to thank Steve for joining us today and for those listening to the interview. To learn more, go to comspark.tech.